Hi, my name is Michael. I wanted to come on here because I see the dating scene with you boys these days, you young men especially. It's fucked. So I wanted to come on here, share my story, and maybe if you guys have the fucking mental capacity to follow along, you'll learn a lesson. So I grew up in Dearborn. A lot of people know where Dearborn is now for a different reason. More specifically, Dearborn Heights. I had a good high school fucking time. My first 2 years in high school sucked. I was going through puberty. I was on Adderall, all that shit. 11th grade comes by. I hit puberty. I stopped taking the Adderall on my own account. If you're in high school and you're taking Adderall, that shit makes you so off-putting. It makes you so antisocial that when you get off of it, even if you like taking it, bro, get off the shit. You were too young to be addicted to any type of fucking pill. And I hated pills growing up, man. Adderall made me hate pills, which is funny because I have to take Klonopin these days. You'll probably understand the reason why. So I had a high school sweetheart. It was all going good, man. We were dating in high school through 11th grade. Got an apartment, okay? And everything was going great. She was going to college, and I was working a 9 to 5, but, the overnight type. So I'm working overnight. She's going to college, bro. We're trying to make it work. We have 2 roommates, all of them. So pretty much like everybody that we had in our apartment, which is 4 people, it was 2 couples. It was me and then these other people that were also a couple from high school. And so we were like, when we met and everything, man, we were smoking weed and a bunch of stuff and, having sex 24/7 like jackrabbits. That's how you do when you're young, especially when you're in high school, when you're 19, 18, 17. Once you get it, bro, man, I mean, it was like like every time we were alone, it was just fuck, cuddle, or go have fun. And life was great. Life felt awesome, man. But that's because I had no fucking idea of repercussions. I had no idea of how evil people could be. We had a person in our friend group. He was a big drug guy, and so the girl that I was with, it was a friend of hers from a long time in the past. She stopped smoking weed, kicked this guy out of our lives because he was a friend of mine too. I knew the kid since we both knew him since we were. He went to school with us, man. He was like the biggest stoner in the school, essentially. And so we had this guy. And kicked him out of our lives. And my dumb ass, I'm smoking weed on the side behind her back with my buddy Kyle and everything. And, I'm like, I want to smoke weed at home again, bro, And I bring the weed home and I start smoking. And she bought me a ticket to this Red Wings game back then. And I'm a huge hockey guy. I played 2 years semi-pro. I'm not telling you guys fucking which because I don't want you guys fucking besmirching my name. Anyway, we did a lot for each other in this time. I helped her meet her dad for the first time. She granted me a wish specifically to see Steve Eiserman and Gordie Howe in person. Something that, to me, was worth everything. Now, I invited this guy back into our lives because I wanted weed, bro, and he always had it, and he was our connect. And this is before it was legal, and you could find it everywhere. Everyone had to have a plug, and he was mine. And so before this, I knocked her up, okay? We were about 19. I knocked her up. She aborted the kid, even though I didn't want her to. That's where the relationship ended. Now, fast forward. She quits and drops out of college about a year later. After we invite this guy back into our lives, and he's coming over, and I let him stay and shit and smoke weed, and only let him stay a few times, but we got a second apartment, and that's where it went bad because we had to break the lease with the other roommates who decided to pick up their lives and go live cleanly and live a good life away from us, which I don't blame them. Lessons you learn when you're older. Anyway, long story short, she ends up cheating on me, gets knocked up by the guy that smokes weed and everything, throws her fucking college career out the window, gets knocked up, has his kid, tells me that The only reason she killed my son is because she didn't want me to be the father. Now, we were fighting hardcore. I don't know if she said this in anger, but it resonated with me for a very long time. And that's the point of that story. Fast forward. Now I'm 24 at this point. I meet a girl named Destiny. Now, in between all this stuff, I dated girls, off and on, long term, but, I was in the hookup culture. You know, I went up to Central Michigan, man. I was partying up there, dude. I mean, I would go to parties and girls would literally be like, we're gonna fuck tonight. And I'm like, I don't know you, but that's fine. That's how it was, dude, back in 2015, 2016, 2017. Especially if you weren't the ugliest motherfucker on the planet. Pussy was not hard to come by. And girls, word of mouth, especially in college. Oh my God, bro. So fast forward, though, I get back and I date this girl. And when I get back to where I'm at now, and I date this girl. She lives in a trailer park. That was my first fucking sign. So we're dating off and on for about 6 years, and I didn't get her pregnant in that 6 years, right? So I assumed that at this point I was snorting Xanax and all these other drugs, in between these years of just partying and doing hard shit and being an asshole, okay? So I don't know if I fucked myself up, with reproducing, but I couldn't get her knocked up, dude, and we were having sex like 24/7. It was ridiculous. Point being is, so I dated this girl for 6 years, okay? Everything's going good. Hey, if we can't have kids, it's fine, but I thought she loved me. I definitely loved her. Come to find out, I get a call one day. I'm sitting in my room. Everything's fine. I get a call from this girl. And this is what really leads me to believe that a lot of women do not have souls. She calls me up and goes, I'm pregnant. Fucking what? I'm pregnant. How the fuck am I supposed to react? Well, I explode in anger because my entire world just got flipped on top of it. So she ended up cheating on me with some fat, chubby kid. Point being is, she wanted me to stay in the picture and be a father to this kid. Fuck no. Never. Unless the girl has a soul and you know for a fact she is not a slut and a cheater and a piece of garbage, which is what this girl was. Unless you are for sure, do not commit, because they will take your face and drag it through the cement and the snow and everything you hate, and they'll make your worst nightmares come true. 100%. And that's exactly what that girl did. And it took me a very long time to get over that one. And I went through hell. I took anything and everything that would get my mind off it. I would fight random people. I was so angry. I would try to... Dude, I was on a death spiral, and on top of that, I had no fucking filter, and I'm a hothead. I am a hothead and a hockey player. It's not good to put those all together, and then I'm not playing hockey anymore. And laws apply to me now, and I can't just fucking hit people, but I am, okay? I definitely gotten a lot of... Look at my face, bro. I spar all the time now, but that's a different story. Point being is, we cannot, bro, let these soulless women, and there are good women out there, but a lot of them are soulless. They'll sell their fucking pussy for anything. Even if you're in a relationship with them, they have no soul. They have no principles, morality, nothing. They are literally, in essence, trash. And not only are they trash, they embrace the fact that they're trash. And they love it. They love it. See, in a woman's mind, it's better to fuck literally a horse. Especially white women. You guys are fucked in the head. How many fucking novels? These girls are obsessed with fucking animals, bro. And then you're just a guy walking around, and these girls have the worst kinks on the planet. Bro, we have truly been forsaken by God when it comes to women. That 100% I'll tell you, we have been forsaken by Jesus Christ of Nazareth with that. 1,000,000,000%. I mean, the point I'm making here is nothing is sacred anymore. Not marriage, not dating, not your word, nothing. Nothing is sacred. Everything's up for grabs. Do whatever you fucking want. There is no repercussion. And the funniest part is what I see. When I do something bad, I get karma in the face. When these people do something that fucking overrides someone's life, it seems like they get blessed, doesn't it? Weird how that's happening, huh? Seems like the people that do all the worst things are blessed to fuck. And then the people who suffer, we get karma. For what? I don't know. Being mad. Saying, oh, that wasn't right. Watch your backs out there, guys. That's all I can tell you. Because the dating scene these days is a nightmare. And I'm glad I got all of my shit out while I was young. Because, god damn, I'm okay with dying single.